So there is apparently a new scam going on where people are being hacked on Discord by Mr.Beast. Now, I don't mean Mr.Beast himself, obviously. He's not the one out here scamming people, but these scammers are using his likeness and his fake endorsement to get people to give them money for their scam. It is apparently a crypto gambling website, so we are diving into a video titled Investigating the Mr.Beast Gambling Scam, so we can learn everything possible on how to avoid this scam and how the scam functions. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the video. If you find you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Let's see what's going on.
Boys, I'm about to drop the biggest expose on YouTube because Mr.Beast is promoting gambling to kids on Discord by giving them a $2,500 bonus. Now, before I get sued by Mr.Beast, this is actually a scam that steals thousands of dollars. It's not...
Yeah, I think I need to clarify, even though I said it earlier. Mr.Beast himself is not the one doing this. It is scammers using his likeness. I've also seen like these apps where they do ads on like other apps. And it's AI generated videos of influencers. Usually it's Mr.Beast, and they claim to give away like free cash, like, oh, free money if you go and play this app that gives you money for playing apps. And those apps do exist. Usually they're shady, and sometimes they'll ban you once you hit a certain amount of payouts. Like my wife she found that out real quick when she got banned after making like $20 on one app. They paid it out, and then they just banned her because they didn't want to pay her anymore. But most of the time, these apps are not legit to begin with, and they just will not pay you out at all. But they use like AI Mr.Beast to promote the app. And in my opinion, those are data scams. They're probably trying to scam you for other things. I would never download those ads. If you ever see one, do not click it, do not interact, do not download. It is going to be a scam. I'm not going to say a specific one because I don't know them off the top of my head. I know some are legit, but I just would not interact with any of those advertisements. This scam is obviously something totally different, but it's very common that these scammers will create apps to mine your data or spy on your phone with like malware, or they'll try to get you to like click a link and go and give your information over with like a keylogger or something like that, or what's it called, the team viewer, like what the Indian scammers and the call centers would use when they pretend to be Microsoft technical support or whatever, and get all your information that way and get you to send them iTunes gift cards. It's very similar, except that they're just putting malware on your phone and remote hacking you. But in this case, it's apparently very different. So we're going to find out what's going on. Just know that don't believe influencer apps if it's not like on the official like Mr.Beast channel, which I don't even watch Mr.Beast, but I'm just saying, I doubt Jimmy's going to go out there and scam you. So if it's not like on his channel or on the official influencer's channel that they're claiming to be a part of, I would not believe it.
Not run by Mr.Beast, but while the scam seems really obvious, it's anything but normal because people don't know how they got hacked. So, I'm going to explain how your friends got hacked, and I'm going to show you exactly how the scam works, because the scammers accidentally leaked their own scam. Now, before we get super deep into that stuff, let's at least figure out how the scam works. But chances are, if you've been on Discord, one of your friends with a room temperature IQ has probably sent you a DM out of nowhere, even though you told them to never talk to you again after your little Roblox beef. Now, is it their apology letter? No. It's them letting you know that the world-famous YouTuber, Mr.Beast, is launching an exciting new challenge. He has offered a unique promotional offer on his new website, jetscast.com.
That sounds like it's totally affiliated with Mr.Beast. If I saw that website, I would 100%. I would just think, oh yeah, Mr.Beast is definitely working with this website. That doesn't sound like a scam at all.
If you don't know Jetscast, you're obviously not a true Mr.Beast fan. I'm talking out of my ass. I don't know what this website has no...
Nah, no he's not. Me and him, we're both the biggest Mr.Beast fans. We get together on the weekends and we'll just, me and No Text to Speech will just sit down and we'll have a brew and we'll just sit there and watch Mr.Beast videos for hours. I'm just kidding. I don't know No Text to Speech in real life, and I don't think either one of us watch Mr.Beast, but apparently a lot of people do, because, bro, Mr.Beast gets some crazy views. I could never do, like, that crazy, flashy, ADHD-style content that he does. I'll give it to him, though. The dude does know how to do YouTube. I just think that he also ruined it at the same time with the way that he approaches it and made every channel want to do the exact same thing that he does and corporatize the entire platform. It's no longer YouTube, it's just tube. It wants to be television. But that's neither here nor there. He is definitely good at it. I mean, dude gets like 100 million plus views on every video. That's like crazy numbers. You know what kind of money that is in ad revenue? Put it this way, like a lot of creators can make like 1 to 2K off just like 100K views. Imagine what creator or a creator like him who's probably getting the best ad rate possible with the tippity top priority ads is making off of 100 million plus views. It's got to be like an absurd number. And I guarantee you it is, because his company is worth apparently close to $3 billion now. Mr. Beast is close to $3 billion in net worth, and he claims to be broke when we all know he's not actually broke. He's just borrowing against his own assets, or not assets, his stock portfolio. If you don't know how very mega uber rich people like that avoid taxes, what they do is they have their company evaluation. So say his company's worth 2.6 billion. If he goes to the bank, he can say, I want to borrow against my stock portfolio, get an interest rate of like 0.8 or 0.9%, some absurdly low number, and he could essentially just get like 80% of his company's total valuation. Now, he does have to pay the debt off eventually, or at least keep the interest down or whatever. But realistically, he could kind of just do this forever to avoid paying taxes on his stock portfolio. And then when he dies, the money is then there for his kids to take. And they just sell the stock off instantly and pay no taxes. Because if he were to sell the stocks off while he's alive, as it's gaining interest every year, it's going to gain more taxes to be paid. So if he sells off the stock normally, he's going to end up paying a buttload of taxes. But by borrowing against it, he's not broke like he claims. Like, oh, I'm in so much debt. I'm in more debt than you are. I bet you have more money than me. No, we don't. He's got plenty of cash on hand. He's just trying to say that because he's in debt against his own portfolio, that he's broke, which is just not true. That's just how uber rich people avoid paying taxes. So don't believe him when he says he's just like you and me. He is not just like you and me. He is very wealthy.
No relation to Mr. Beast. But using the code DRX, you can instantly claim a $2,500 sign. Yeah,
they didn't even put the dollar sign in the right place, bro. Why did they put it on the end? You can tell these people don't speak English, I'm guessing.
Really don't know who falls for this because the dollar sign is not even in the right spot. But the thing I want to point out is that it's not just, I'm not talking about just jetscast.com. This scam, the name of the website changes as many times as I have a midlife crisis, every 5 minutes. Vegacast.com, Kazacast.com with code BEAST, Xanderbet.com.
Now, dude, what are these names? Like, are they just getting random letters and occasionally putting the word bet at the end of it? Like, what is this choice of website name? I guess that these were just the cheapest and easiest domains to acquire without paying a lot. They just wanted something really cheap that didn't sound like it couldn't be a website that could be legit. But these just don't sound legit. They just sound like jumbled letters, dude.
This one's a little different. It's Mr. Beast's Twitter telling you to go to razobet.com. Now, this is obviously a scam. You're not going to just get $2,500 out of nowhere.
Dude, if somebody told me, I don't care if it's an influencer, if somebody told me to go to Razobet or KagoBet, I'm going to think that's a scam. That just sounds like a scam website in general. No person with a sensible brain is going to start any kind of business or even a legitimate casino or anything like that and call it a name like KagoBet that doesn't even mean anything.
Nowhere. But there is a reason why people fall for the scam. But before I visit the critically acclaimed and endorsed by Mr. Beast himself, that is a joke, Mr. Beast, don't sue me, but before I go to potwex.com, I need to make sure I have this video's partner NordVPN turned.
Okay, I'm sorry, no text-to-speech, but we're gonna skip the ad. Okay, guys, I don't want to make you guys sit through the ad, so there we go.
Money that I lost from this website. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. When I visit this website, the reason why people believe it is that first, Mr. Beast is giving me a hug, welcoming into his warm embrace.
Yeah, this looks like Mr. Beast before he lost his soul and he sold it to the Illuminati. I don't think he's actually part of the Illuminati. That was a joke. But yeah, he definitely seems kind of soulless now. What is it with like super rich people and just seeming like they've lost their soul? I feel like at some point, at some amount of money, the money literally does just suck the soul out of you.
Yes, I'm fantasizing. He's welcoming me to this website, which just by seeing that you can play or withdraw, it is a gambling website. It's time for me to register. Congratulations. Your reward of $2,500 has been successfully received. That's enough money to get you a clapped out 2004 base model Toyota Echo Red. Now here's the thing, someone giving you $2,500 for free seems completely unreasonable.
Hello, sir. I am Nigerian Prince, and I bless you with $2,500. I don't think that was a Nigerian accent. I don't even know what that was. But, yeah, actually, no, the only one I know is, white, are you gay? I guess that's kind of, no, it's Ugandan. Okay, never mind. Forget it. I'm bad with accents. But, seriously, though, this does kind of seem like a little bit of a Nigerian Prince scam.
Because it never happened. But where things get interesting is how this kind of seems legit. If you've been on the internet for the last couple of years, you know that like gambling websites are horrible in terms of advertising. They're like, oh, we'll give you $500 to play for free.
Dude, I went and looked. Okay. I was watching a video from Jack Pembroke, and I went to look up an Instagram that he made. When he was pretending to be rich. He made an account called like Monty Vanderbilt or something. And I wanted to just go look at it to see if it was still up, and it is. And he tagged Drake in it. And I didn't know Drake had like over 100 million followers on Instagram. I really don't use Instagram that much other than to like send reels to the homies. I just don't use it. But long story short, I looked at this guy's page, at Drake, the rapper's page. All it is just ad after ad after ad for Stake, for like Kick's gambling website Stake, which, don't get me wrong, get your bag, but holy crap, this man is pushing gambling hard. And from his Instagram page, you would think he was a gambling addict. Maybe he is. I don't know. But he definitely, if those bets were real, is very bad at it, because he was losing $1 million every bet from the looks of it. I don't know if it's real or not. Maybe Stake just gave him funny money to pretend he's gambling so that he could sell the website harder. But if he was actually making these sports bets, dude, he's lost millions gambling. And I'm sure for his net worth, it doesn't mean much. But I could only imagine the idea of losing that kind of money. I have nowhere near $1 million in my bank account. Like, not even close. But this man's just gambling it away like it's nothing if this is real. Granted, it very well could be fake. If you guys want to help a poor man out, though, I will be uploading exclusive content to the Patreon. So if you want to check that out after the video, links down in the description. Help a brother out. I will be uploading stuff there, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. But it is coming. It won't be uploaded to YouTube. It's just going to be exclusive content on Patreon.
Free. By the way, this thing that I'm showing you is part of an adult video. Yes, they have gambling ads in adult videos.
Why would you put it in an ad? I mean, I guess maybe it is probably a good place to put it, actually. I guess that kind of makes sense. But I don't know, man. Like, are they actually like in the video, or is it playing over the video? If it's in the video, that's crazy. I would not look this up for research purposes to find out, but I'm a little bit curious. I'm not gonna lie. It's piqued my curiosity. Like, I want to know, but I don't want to know bad enough to look it up. So if anybody wants to tell me if it was just an overlay or if it's actually in the video, feel free, my Gooner audience, to go take a look at this, because I'm just not going to do it. But in reality, though, that's kind of crazy. Like, putting gambling ads in this is just weird. That's not what I want to see if I'm, like, fapping or whatever.
It's gotten that bad. Even in live sports games, they have gambling ads. But a lot of people think this is the norm, and it kind of makes sense. You know, casinos giving you a free bonus to join their website or to go into the casino is meant so that you get your foot in the door, you gamble away your whole entire retirement, and then you have no money left when you're like 60, like a lot of old people, and then you just perish.
Yeah, but even if you were to, like, actually get a bet, like, say, like, you go into, like, I don't know, FanDuel or Stake or whatever, and they gave you some money to play around with, there's probably some sort of thing where you have to gamble it a certain amount of times before you can withdraw it. Now, if you win, obviously you would get the money, but, like, I can't imagine that you're just going to be given free money that you could just take, because people wouldn't even gamble with it. They would just take the money and run. So these websites saying, yeah, we'll just give you $2,500, well, obviously that's got to be some type of scam. If it's like a legit place like Stake or FanDuel or something like that, then I guess it wouldn't be, but there's always going to be some contingency surrounding it.
on your own accord. And in this case, it's just some random website I've never heard of that's giving me $2,500 for free. Your prize has been successfully credited to your balance. You can play on it. You could gamble away the $2,500, or you could withdraw your funds in any comfortable way. What the English on this is so horrible.
What does it mean, a comfortable way? I mean, what does that even mean, man? Like, am I supposed to be uncomfortable withdrawing money? I don't get it.
I still don't understand how people fall for this, but I'm going to withdraw my funds. In this case, I can withdraw with crypto or with a bank card. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not going to put my credit card
Yeah, it's the last thing I would do. I would not feel comfortable putting my bank card into this sketchy website. No, thank you.
into this website. So instead, I'm going to pick crypto. Enter my wallet address. Does that work? Sure. Comment. Free money. And how much do I want to withdraw? $2,500. Whoever has the Bitcoin wallet address of ACOSAS is going to get $2,500. That's just the charity work I love doing. I'm the new...
I don't even think that's long enough to be a Bitcoin wallet address, but I don't know that much about crypto, so I could be totally wrong.
Mr.Beast. I click on withdraw and it says withdrawal error. Is that actually the proper way of saying it? Editor put a note on the screen. Maybe I'm tripping. But your withdrawal of $2,500 was rejected because you did not pass verification. According to the Curacao gaming regulations, I failed geography. You need to verify your details. Verification of your account will take no more than 15 minutes. Okay. Verification. Okay, so verify my identity. Verify now. My first name, Mr. Beast. Country, USA. Birth date, next. We need to check your details for verification. It will take no more than 5 minutes. You can follow the verification status on this page. I guess while we're doing this, I might as well just gamble. They have done verification. They know that my true name is Mr. Beast. They told me that a simple online verification procedure that requires you to make a deposit of $60 or more. Once the deposit is credited to your balance, verification will be completed. So for me to take out $3,759, which I just got completely for free because thank you, Mr.
Wait, I thought it was $2,500. Now it's almost $4,000. What's up with that? I don't understand.
Mr. Beast, I need to give this website $60. Now, if you're a gambling addict or you're just gullible as breaking news, if you send this thing money, you'll never get it back. Most of you
$60 for $4,000. I feel like there'd probably be somebody desperate enough for cash that they would go for it, just on the off chance, like, yo, what if it is real, though? But in reality, I don't know. I feel like most people would just see that and like immediately just think it's a scam. Like if I saw that, I would never give them any money.
already knew that. But here's the thing. This scam gets even worse than you think, because the scam doesn't just steal your $60. It does a lot more. And I know that because the scammers leaked every single part of the scam. Because if we go back to verification and I open up my Chrome console, you can see in this verification thing here, if I just go to the response header, we can see how much the scammer is going to try and scam you. So you can see for the overrides, we have this before text, a simple online verification procedure that requires you to make a deposit of, and that is what's showing up here. This is exactly the same text that shows up here, and we can see that it asks for $60. This is called before sum, and when I give money, it's going to be called after sum, because it turns out after I give $60, it's then going to say, to withdraw funds from your wallet, you need to make a sum deposit from it to confirm ownership. Now what I need to do is I need to give them the after sum of $200. I mean, you gave the website $60, right? But you're going to get $2,500. For me, I won a little bit because I'm just a gambling legend. But you know, $60 to get $3.7 thousand, that seems like a fair trade. And then it asked me for $200. So now this scam has not taken $60 away from someone. It's now taken $260. But
so wait, does it just go on like this for forever? It just keeps asking for more money every single time? Tier 1, 200, tier 2, 150, tier 3, 120. They're asking for less every time or what? Because at first they're asking for 60. It does. It just keeps going on for forever until you're just smart and you wise it up and you realize, oh, I guess they're not actually going to give me the money. They're just going to keep doing this indefinitely. That's kind of insane.
After I give them $200, it says, based on your activity and bets on the casino, automatic security systems require a forced increase account status to resume withdrawal of funds. You need to reach level 3 VIP status in order to resume withdrawal of funds. And in terms of VIP status, I need to get VIP level 3. Now, to get VIP level 3, if I go to VIP Club, I'm assuming level 3 is probably silver or platinum. But for me to level up my VIP process, you would assume I have to like just gamble the money. I mean, I got this free money. If I gamble it, I should level up. No, to level up on this website, points are calculated at the rate of 1 XP to $1 deposit to your account. For me to get silver, I need to put in $1,200 into this website to reach verification level 3. Pull up the calculator. Again, the people that are falling for this, in their brain, they're like, okay, well, I have to give the website $1,200, but once this is all done, I'm going to get $3,500. That's what they think, right? Nope, because right after text 3, another thing pops up saying, in accordance with our AML policy, withdrawals on your account have been suspended due to the fact that the coins deposited to your account are marked as coins with a risk level assessment of high. Please contact live chat for details, which I'll talk about live chat a little bit later. It's got some beautiful tricks up it.
So basically, they're just trying to get you to repeatedly hand over money, and eventually they're just going to, because they're probably worried that if we don't do a little bit more convincing and acting like we're actually going to give you something by getting you to speak with a representative, and making you think something is going on with your account, like an ID problem, that we could convince you psychologically maybe to believe it. Because if they just keep asking you for more money and they never give you a cent, you're going to be like, okay, something's wrong here. They just keep asking me for more money, but they're not giving me any money. And they don't seem to care if I gamble with it. So something's not right. But if they send you over to the live chat, then at least they can either get like a fake person or AI or something, or just a pre-scripted bot to convince you and make it look more legit. Like, oh yeah, they're actually giving me some sort of support and customer service. This seems like a very legit website, I guess. In reality, though, they're just scamming you the whole time.
Sleeve, but you can also deposit $600, but since we're VIP level 3, it's only $350, so thank goodness we saved some money here. Our total is $1,800 I've given this website, and after I go through that verification step, there's another one. Failed to approve withdrawal request. Your account's security quality score is 95 out of 100. This is a hard-coded number, by the way, and in order to raise the score of your account level to 100 points, you should link another external account to domain name account. This is important for how many scams there are. Please contact technical support for details. Now, you can contact technical support, or you can just give the website $600 again. Let's add that to the total. Now, of course, remember, this is a fake gambling website, and
yeah, Mr.Beast is giving you a $2,500 bonus. No, you're giving the fake Mr.Beast website a $2,500 bonus. The message was meant for them, but they gave it to you. You know, it was just a mistake. We just really wanted you to give us $2,500.
And you could maybe have like $100,000 on this website. You've been playing it for like a week. If you're going to get $100,000, that's life-changing amount of money. And just taking out a loan for $2.4 thousand, I mean, you're going to pay it back with all the money you made. That's how people think. And it doesn't even stop there, because
there's no way that there are people actually falling for this, right? I refuse to believe that there's people that are falling for this sort of scam, like just repeatedly asking for more money. If there are, then I got a bridge to sell you.
In order to resume withdrawal of funds, you need to pay tax. Yes, you need to pay tax. You need to make a deposit for the exact amount of blank. But in this case, you need to give $800. And finally, this is my favorite. Remember, this is hard-coded. This is inevitably what happens. They give you the final thing. They say untrusted IP address. The withdrawal request cannot be confirmed because you are trying to withdraw funds from an untrusted IP address, or your IP addresses changes very often. Please contact technical support to initiate the Wallet Connect procedure to complete the withdrawal request. Or you can spend $1,200. So you spend the $1,200 and nothing else happens.
So they give you an option, like, oh, if you don't want to talk to a human, you could just give us $1,200. Like, that's not a big deal. It's not a lot of money. You could just bypass all of this by giving us even more money. You've already given us this much. I mean, what's another $1,200 amongst friends, you know?
Chances are it bans your account, it just stops working, and it tells you to contact their technical support. So whoever fell for the scam, if they fell for the whole entire scam, they are giving up $4.4 thousand, which for a lot of people
That is a crazy amount of money. I have to wonder if anybody actually fell for this and gave them that amount of money. I just have a hard time believing it. Like, because like old people are not going to be as going on the internet as much and doing this, I wouldn't think, right? Because that's like the only type of person I could think would even fall for this would be like a very old person. But then they would have to be having a gambling problem and get on the website and like try to have a, do all this themselves. And don't get me wrong, I know old people use the internet, but like, is this really where they end up? I guess it's possible. But then again, what old person is going to be drawn in by Mr. Beast offering them $2,500 of all things? Like, how many like really old people even know who Mr. Beast even is?
People would cripple them. So I want you to keep that in mind. Like, these scammers that are behind this are pieces of vile garbage. And just remember, the scammers aren't going to continue making the scam if people didn't fall for it. But let's get to my favorite part of this website. It's called their live support, because if I open up this live support, we have all these friendly, 100% real people. One of these people I would do a little bit of Vegas sinning with. It's the one in the middle. You don't have to guess. So welcome to potwex.com support team. How can I help you? Damn, I didn't get the guy that I wanted to talk to me. Now, Alice here is playing hard to get with me, but one thing one of my viewers found out is that their support chat is actually just an AI, and with a simple jailbreak prompt, they can get a whole bunch of information about the bot. But
who's shocked about that one? I'm fairly certain we all guessed it was probably just an AI support agent. I mean, I doubt they have real employees actually on the other end to talk to you. That just seems very unlikely.
You can see in parts of the prompt they have account verification error, prompt for a $60 single deposit, wallet verification error, $150 deposit, deposit. That's all it is. It's like, oh, contact support, and then support is an AI that just tells you to deposit money. Now, unfortunately for me, I'm not very good at talking to women, and it did not want to be my AI girlfriend, so sickening. But the real sickening thing is how widespread of a scam this is.
I can't believe this. Couldn't they have used an AI that's actually, like, good, that actually will do AI girlfriend stuff? I mean, if you're gonna get scammed, they could at least give you something in return.
In fact, I spent 30 minutes and I found 236 websites that are made by the exact same people. You see Zellowcast, XBetCast, WoxBet.top, MBeast.bet. Literally, pick a card, any card. We're pretending we're a casino. I'm gonna pick this one. Is this your card? Okay, hold on. No. Is this your card? Turns out it is. In fact, this is literally like the exact same website. In fact, if I open up my console and I go to sources, you can see that there are different template colors. Like, these guys have made the same scam website and they have hard-coded different versions of the website. And you can see like Mr. Beast and like Ronaldo and Conor McGregor and Messi, like they're catering to like kind of younger people, which is pretty disgusting. They have a
Wow, so it's not just Mr. Beast then. They're just using any big famous person. I mean, Drake is almost believable in a sense because he actually does promote gambling websites like this, but not this one. He promotes steak. So, I mean, Conor McGregor, though, Cristiano Ronaldo, I mean, those people, I don't know. I don't know enough about them, but I would say that they're probably... None of these people have any idea that these ads are running with their name on it, obviously. And none of these people would promote a scam like this, I would assume.
Gambling website for younger people. But they also try to cater to the dumbest people on the internet, cryptocurrency bros, because we have stuff like Elon Musk. This fella here, Binance co-founder. So this scam is literally going for anyone. Idiots like Drake fans all the way up to cryptocurrency bros that are even more dumb than dumb. But how did you get hacked, or your friend get hacked? Because you'll notice with this whole entire scam, the point of the scam isn't like normal Discord scams. For example, the NSFW verification scam. You get a DM from someone saying, join this NSFW server. You join it, it asks you to verify, and it steals your Discord account and uses your Discord account to send that same scam message. It works like a virus. You get infected, you send it to your friend, they get infected, they send it to their friends. But this casino scam with Mr. Beast and free money, that never touched my Discord account. So how are these people getting hacked? Now, of course, I can't just magically figure out. I had to ask some people.
Yeah, if you get messaged by like a fake bot pretending to be a woman, just don't click the link. But this is just weird. How are they hacking people and doing this? They're also like promoting it through these hacked accounts that like were your friends. I guess you might believe it more because your friend is sending it to you. But even so, like, I would assume that if my friends were to send me something like this, they probably got hacked. That would probably be the first place that my brain would go to. I can't imagine that I would see this and then just be like, yeah, that's probably my friend legitimately sending me this gambling website. I just don't believe it. And then that Mr. Beast or Drake is promoting it, and they're gonna give me $2,500 for absolutely no reason. And the thing is, like, even if you got into it, first of all, if you fill out the information legitimately, I don't know. At that point, they already have your info, so you might be a little bit screwed. I would just definitely go change your card. Just cut that off. Go get a new bank account. Just forget it all. You've screwed yourself on that one. But as far as like after they've asked you the first time for $60, why would you believe it? Like, you should already be suspicious that they're asking you for money. Okay, in the first place, I wouldn't give it to them. I would immediately just think, okay, this is a scam. But if they're doing it again and again, and you just made it the whole way up the tier list ladder of giving them like $4,000, how is there anybody falling for this? Like, you would have to be so dumb and gullible to fall for this many times over. It's not even set up like a good scam.
Some person said a couple days ago I got hacked and all
I legit think that Eddie from Ed, Edd n Eddy could make a better scam than this website.
my passwords were stolen, and they started sending this Mr. Beast scam, and I said, how did you get hacked? I didn't hear much from them. Another viewer of mine, Little Will, got a DM from one of their friends who sent the scam, and I said, yo, please ask them how they got hacked if they know. They don't know. In fact, so many people on my server were getting hacked that I started pinging them in a ticket. I'm like, how did you get hacked? Please just, one of you fucking tell me. I pinged a whole bunch of people. No one has any idea how they got hacked, which is always a bad sign.
Yeah, that's crazy. The fact that nobody has any clue. Like, there has to be something. There has to be, it's like you either have to like click a link or something or get some kind of download to your computer. It can't just be like, you know, oh, I just randomly, they got my information. I can't believe that there's no way. There has to be a method. They don't just get in without doing anything.
But let me walk you through how I figured out how the scam works. Now, right now on Discord, that NSFW verification scam I just talked about, it's going wild. And what I thought was happening is that these scammers just upgraded their scam. Instead of taking people's Discord accounts, they'd also try taking people's money. But that theory sort of fell apart when I came across this video here on YouTube.
Is there a financial gain to be had, though, by hacking someone's Discord? I guess you might get, like, credit card details or something off of it. I don't know. I just don't see what the big gain would be by hacking into someone's Discord account, other than maybe getting their card info if it's on there. I don't know. I don't really use Discord, so I guess I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments can enlighten me.
These guys know how to get some attention, but you can see it's the same scam. They're like, yo, go to this website, enter in something. It's the same scam, but this is on YouTube, not Discord. In fact, I went on Instagram. There's this video here. So they got into someone's Instagram, but
Dude, I hate these ads so much. They are so hard to watch and just loud and annoying. If I'm watching an advertisement, I don't want somebody screaming in my face. And, like, it just doesn't even look like it's related. Like, they just put text and stuff on the screen. This guy's probably screaming because of something and totally unrelated. And then they just have their overlay in the bottom to make it look like he's screaming because he just won big on this website nobody's ever heard of. And I don't know who this guy is that they're showing. Maybe it's some famous streamer. It looks like it probably is, but I don't know, man. I would see this ad and immediately just the red flags would just start going off in my head, man. I'd just be like, yeah, this is a scam. They're advertising me something to try to steal money from me.
I knew something was off when the man, binarylord.bitcoin.
Who the hell is that? 269 followers. Okay, yeah, no wonder I never heard of him.
We all know who he is. Look at him. Playing pool, dripped up. What he posted on his TikTok is the same scam. So we're not dealing with a Discord-only scam.
You're not dealing with the average scam warrior anymore. You're dealing with a super scam.
That's the one hint that I got. But then one of my viewers, someone joined my Discord server and they said, I just got hacked with the same and they wanted some help on what to do because I looked through their messages and it turns out they had two-factor authentication, but they still got hacked. And this was a fantastic clue because the thing with two-factor authentication is that it's great and all, it works when someone has your password, but it doesn't always work, specifically in two cases. The first way two-factor authentication doesn't work is that if you sign into Discord using that QR code with your phone, that will bypass two-factor authentication. But since we know that these scams also spread to TikTok, TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, it means we're dealing with the second case where two-factor authentication doesn't work. And that's when you download malware. Because
not malware.exe is crazy.
if you download malware or an info stealer, they can bypass two-factor authentication because they take your browser's cookies or your browser sessions. So the next thing I needed to figure out is, like, what sort of malware are these guys downloading? As I looked further into this, I had one of my viewers here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you have to download something. You don't just, it doesn't just show up on your computer. They can't just send it to you, and if you don't click it, you don't get it. Like, you have to actually click on something and download it to your computer. It doesn't work that way. Like, they don't just magically just get your information off, like, the dark web or something. Like, there has to be somebody that hacks it first. The only other way I could think of is if they hacked, like, a big company and that company had a data breach and they got it that way. But more than likely, like, you would have to do something to get hacked.
Here, Dollar Boy SpongeBob saying, hey.
Dude, that old SpongeBob MySpace image just brought back so many memories. Holy crap, the flashbacks are real. I feel like I just got back from Nom.
I got hacked by that too. But I think it was either the Drift Executor or Xeno Executor for Roblox. This person directly got hacked, and they said,
of course it's Roblox. I'm not even going to pretend that I'm surprised that it's got something to do with Roblox. It's always something with Roblox, man.
I got hacked because I downloaded Roblox cheats. This is my favorite part. Roblox cheat developers are the biggest crybaby bitches I have ever dealt with. They're either going to DM me telling me that their cheat is legitimate and that I should test it on my computer. No. Or they're going to send me death threats like they did before. Now, I ain't going to
holy crap, that was a crazy message.
Replace anybody's absent father figure. But what I'm going to say is that it doesn't matter if a cheat works or not. Just stop fucking downloading game cheats. I swear. Almost every single game cheat I've seen is just malware. And it doesn't just have to be game cheats, by the way. It could literally be anything. I've had people that got hacked with this Mr.Beast scam because they pirated video games. They tried getting cracked Adobe. All I'm going to say is that 99.9% of you have no idea how to pirate anything properly. But
yeah, you guys should just not do that if you don't actually already know. The Pirate Bay, though, man, that's I've never been on that website ever in my life. I swear I've never been to the Pirate Bay. I know nothing about it ever, and I'm not lying. If anybody's listening that I don't even know what the Pirate Bay is. In fact, I am so against pirates that I am like the opposite of that. You remember the guy in Pirates of the Caribbean who told Johnny Depp that he was the worst pirate that he's ever heard of? That's me with Pirate Bay. I'm that guy trying to capture the pirates. I'm just kidding. But in all reality, don't pirate stuff. It's bad.
This isn't the whole entire answer. This scam is more devious than you think. Because remember how all those people had no idea how they got hacked?
Unless you know what you're doing. I'm just kidding. Don't do it. Don't pirate things. I would never.
Well, it turns out there was a clue that I was missing. And it came from my viewer here. Did you download any game cheats? I downloaded Solara one time, but it happened a year ago. And it's weird how I just get hacked now. And this is the biggest thing I want you to take away from this video.
So they must have waited for like a year then to hack the account. So they were just sitting on the data. That's crazy. That's some patience, dude. That's like some next level crap they got going on.
All those people, they had no idea how they got hacked because they actually, in reality, they got hacked months or even years ago. Because what's happening more and more with malware is that instead of you downloading cracked Adobe, and when you open it up, your computer just instantly blows up and you get all your stuff stolen, what happens now is that when you download malware, they'll hack into your computer. It will be compromised, but they're not going to do anything for a couple of days, so you forget. And there's one final clue that explains why now magically everyone is getting hacked and sending this Mr.Beast message. And it has to do with something called stealer logs. Now, when you think of people hacking into your computer, you usually think it's one dude that sends you a scam, hacks into your account, steals all your stuff. It's just...
When I think of people hacking into my computer, I think of that one picture, you can look it up on Google if you want, of Vladimir Putin, and it just says Hacker Man. That's what I think of.
Just a single hacker man. The problem, though, now is that cybercrime is so big that it genuinely...
I did not know he was going to say the word hacker man right after I said it. That was very coincidental.
Works like real life supply chains for products. Because what you'll have is you'll have people that make their own malware and they sell it to other cyber criminals to use.
Wait, there's a market for making malware? Is making the malware illegal? Like, can you legally sell malware? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's gotta be illegal, right? If you're not using it maliciously to target somebody, then I don't know. Cause like, do you have to use it for it to be illegal? Like, is the act of owning the malware that you created illegal? I would feel like it probably is. But if it's not, I guess they're making bank off just knowing how to write malware. Personally, I would never do that, even if it was legal, because that's just scummy to do. But that is interesting that they're making money like that just selling malware to people.
For example, in this blog post by Fortinet, they sent a screenshot of someone selling ransomware as a service. So this is malware that you basically buy from someone and you hack other people's computers with it. And in return, the person who made the malware, the ransomware, will get 50% of the price you need to pay for the ransom. Because the way ransomware works is that it locks your computer down, encrypts all your files, and you need to give them money to get all your files back. And
Yeah, there was an attack on like was it a train or oil pipeline or something, and when Joe Biden was still in office, and it like shut down this like company because they got hacked by this ransomware attack, and the hackers wanted like a crap load of money just to give them back their information, which I think they ended up, I don't know, I guess they ended up having to pay it. I don't know if the hackers ever got caught. They wanted it in crypto, but yeah, that's just kind of crazy that this type of hack even exists.
this has happened in like hospitals in the US. And what's happening now is that instead of people
Dude, could you imagine doing that to a hospital, though, of all places? Like, come on, man. There's people literally dying there, and you're gonna, like, hack all the computers and put their lives at risk so that they can't access their medical records? Dude, that's so scummy. If you do that, you are a piece of crap. I'm sorry, man.
making their own malware, just like that ransomware as a service, they will buy info stealers as a service. So they'll pay someone like $20 for a week and they'll get access to malware and they will hack into people's accounts and they will steal all their usernames, their passwords, their browser cookies. And a lot of the time what happens is that the person that developed the malware will also get a copy of all these stolen usernames and passwords. So the person who made the malware probably has a ginormous list of people's usernames, passwords, browser cookies, everything from a whole bunch of different people that are using their malware. And for
So, like, how useful is all this, though? Like, can they get money out of all of these, like, passwords and user? I would assume there's got to be a way to monetize all that, right? That they're doing. Like, they're not just going to have the data and not do anything with it at all, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, what do you actually do with it? Do you just get their card info? Because I feel like the second you try to use that, they're just going to cut the card off.
some cyber criminals, they'll go through and like pick out like Binance accounts or places where they can make money through cryptocurrency. But a lot of other people's bogus accounts, like their Discord account, who cares about that? They'll end up on log marketplaces. You can see from this screenshot in 4 pixel quality, we have a 2.2 gigabyte RAR file that contains a whole bunch of people's stolen usernames and passwords. And this is just a free version of it, a free sample. And these are usually already picked dry by other cyber criminals.
Yeah, I was about to say, if it's a free sample, there's no way that, like, the first come, first serve to the free logs didn't already go through and pick it all through. I mean, I'm sure that the people selling it probably did it before they ever put it up as a free sample. They probably milked all of them dry.
Anyways, but there are places that will sell a massive amount of stolen accounts, and you can see from the video footage that I'm showing you that I have to censor, there's a lot. And what happened here is that a big group of cryptocurrency scammers that run these fake casinos bought a whole bunch of stolen Discord account credentials, including their browser cookies, which bypasses two-factor authentication. But they'll buy like 2 million stolen Discord accounts, and on every single account, they will have a bot that will spam every single friend, every single Discord channel with the same Mr.Beast scam, which can take up to $4,500 from each victim. When you have 2 million Discord accounts,
I'm gonna be real, though, I don't think they've actually ever gotten the full amount out of anybody. The most they might have gotten is like $60 or maybe tier 2. I doubt anybody is actually dumb enough to just sit there and keep throwing money at it, thinking that they're gonna get like $4,500 back. It's just not gonna happen, man. I just don't think anybody could be that dumb. At least I hope I'm right and nobody's that dumb, but, you know, I guess I could also be very wrong. There might actually be people that have fallen for this to that degree, and I really just hope that that's not true.
accounts or even more hacked, just by statistics alone, you're going to have victims. And that's why there's so many of these scam websites. Remember, 236 scam websites I found in half an hour. But if you or your friend is sending this Mr.Beast scam, please do a fresh install of Windows. Completely factory reset your PC. It's overkill, but it's better to be overkill than assume that you're safe. And once you do that, change all your passwords. And for everyone else, if you do stumble across one of these fake casino websites, go to the link in the description. It will go to Google Safe Browsing, and make sure to report the website, because a lot of people fall for these fake casino websites because they look legitimate. But when you open up the page and it shows the Google Safe Browsing of "this shit is dangerous," they're like, oh wait, I might actually be getting scammed. The more red flags we can give people, the less people will get scammed.
Yeah, definitely do that. If you find one of those websites, do not hesitate to do that, because if you could stop people from getting scammed, that's always a good thing. People don't deserve to have their hard-earned money just ripped out from under them like that, even if they are kind of dumb for falling for it. Realistically, I think this is like a little bit of a Darwin Award. I mean, I guess not a Darwin Award, but it's a little bit of just being stupid. Like, you know, obviously, if you're I mean, you could also just have a gambling problem maybe, and you really want to gamble, or you really think you're going to get this free money. I don't know. I don't think it looks legitimate. Personally, if I saw this, I would not fall for it. And I now hope that nobody that's watching this video ever falls for it, because this is just ridiculous. Like, they're asking you for money over and over and over again. You're never getting anything. Like, they're not even giving you a little bit of money back to make it seem like it's legit. Like, okay, I'm not going to say this actually, because I don't want to give them any ideas. But if I were to have made this scam, I would have probably modeled it a little more after like the doubling money scam in RuneScape instead of this. I won't say more than that. If you don't know what that is, that's fine. But let's just say it made more sense than this.
Anyways, cutie patooties, that's all I got in terms of this casino scam. But tune in next time for my next video where I teach you how to...
Alright guys, that was a great video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, there will be another video popping up on screen right about now. Maybe give it a watch, and I will see you guys again in the next one. Please subscribe before you head out, and peace.